Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking business. I'm in my salon, so if you're seeing the towels, just know that I'm in my salon. So today we are talking about especially I want to talk about business people who have had the opportunity to employ people. So that means like you need to have someone to help you, or you need to employ people. And this is a conversation that is coming just out of some recent happenings that have been happening in my life, and the things I've been talking with people. So I'm a believer that you need to give people an opportunity to grow. You need to give people an opportunity to learn. And if God has graced you with the capability of helping, just go ahead and help someone, because it will really, even for me to be here, there's a place I was helped, because if someone did not give me a chance, then I would not have even understood things to do with salon and even taken the chance to even do business. Yeah. So, but when it comes to helping people, when it comes to you taking people in as a business person, that is where most of us need to go through a hard teaching. I'm still learning. That's what I'm saying. The first thing I have come to is don't trust people so much. Yeah. Don't give people the capability to the extent you trust them so much, in the extent that you give them your business, where they can find your products, where they can. You have given them that openness to be able to just interact with your customers, because the moment you give them this opportunity, most of them will take advantage of that. I have come to learn about that, and this is because in my salon business, I definitely need people to help me. I need people to help me with a couple of things. I cannot do it on my own, because let me just be honest, if you want to grow as a business person in whatever industry you're in, you need people around you, need people who you can work with. And that is something that so many people have come to understand. But people are always afraid of, if I teach you this thing, you may end up planning and running away, which is true. Some people do that, and I have gone through that also. Hi, Arabic. So you find that you start a business, you bring people in, you guys start from scratch. You are new in that place, you're getting clients, and before you know it, they start turning on you, against you to some extent. And what's even worse is, when they turn on you, they turn against you, they go to the extent of them now having to even take the clients that you have. So that's what I was saying. Number one is trust issues. Do not trust the people you, I'm not saying do not trust, but do not give them the full trust, in the sense that you feel like they cannot disappoint you. That is something I have had to learn the hard way. I'm from Kenya, and yeah, so that is the first thing I've had to learn as a business person. It has been tough for me. I'm a very emotional person. Like, I'm one of those people who feels like I get emotionally attached to people. So when I get you as a person to work with, I feel like you're going to be doing this for a long period of time. But when you start disappointing me, that's when things get and haywire. And yeah, that is something I've had to learn the hard way. And it's very, very bad. Another thing is, as a business person, if you want to grow, you need those people. You need people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, they will point you, but you need people. You need people to help you in running that business. Because I believe that when you start a business, you don't want to be like, yes, you want to be, maybe you want to be the brand, the head of the business, but you don't want just to be coming in every day, from morning to evening, like you don't have time for yourself. Hello. You don't have time for yourself. That will be draining. You feel like that business is literally draining you, So yeah, you need people who you can train, who you can teach, and then later on they can be the one just doing whatever you should have done, and then you can be managing the backside of the business. So definitely you need people. If you want to grow, you can never grow as a business services or just anything and you want to do everything on your own. You need people, regardless of them maybe betraying you, and you will always learn. That's something I can also say. Number 3, you will always learn along the way. As a small business person, when you're beginning your journey, it will be tough. It will be tough for you. You'll have to learn how to handle people. You will have to learn how to handle customers. You will learn how to handle your emotions, because at times someone may treat you or speak to you in a very not so good way, and maybe you are such a crybaby, or maybe you're someone who always doesn't know how to control their tears and everything, or you don't know how to control yourself, you're just an angry person. You will have to learn how to control your emotions, because as a business person, you will have to meet different types of people. Some will be good to you, some will be so rude to you, some will hate you from the first time they see you, some will just love you for you. So that is something you have to learn, that you will have to learn along the way. You will not be able to, you'll have to learn how to control your emotions. The 4th thing is you will what did I want to say? The 4th thing is you need to stop being a people pleaser. This is a tough one. So many people, especially when you start a business, you're very small, you want to please every person that is coming in your shop, every person that is buying from you, you want to please them. And that is okay, because it's your business, you want to please them, you want them to come back. But the truth of the matter is, whatever you may do, it will not please everybody. That is one thing you need to know. You may start a business, and that business may be to deal with service, you're offering services, but the services you offer will not be pleasing to someone. You'll not be able to please everybody in terms of the things you do in your business. So you need to stop being a people pleaser. If you always want to be pleasing people, you may end up not trying what you want, okay? So try as much as possible not to be a people pleaser, and try to have something that guides you. Is it rules or strategies that guide you in your business, so that you can be able to reach where you need to be? These are some hard truths that many of us go through. I'm just trying to teach people in terms of businesses. It's not anything that I'm pleasing. I'm just trying to give my opinion on some of the issues I've had to handle as a business person. So yeah, that's what you're talking about, Team. Another thing that I've had to learn is, as a business person, you don't know everything. No, I'm not in Nigeria, so I cannot be able to be sure of what good business you can do in Nigeria. I'm actually in Kenya. So like I was saying, if you're in a, like, if you're a business person, you need to be aware that it depends. So many businesses are good. It just depends with the person, their attitude, and the way they take the business. Because I may say salon is good, but someone else feels like it's hectic. So it really depends with the person. It really depends with the skills you have. Yeah. So, like I was saying, as a business person, you need to accept that you do not know everything. Yes, you need to accept the fact that you do not know everything. Most of the time, business people, is you start a business, you want to be the person who people are running to for everything. And it is okay you do not have answers to everything. You cannot be the one who is handling marketing. You cannot be so perfect in marketing. You cannot be so perfect in the technical side, regardless of whatever you're doing. Maybe it's hair, maybe it's barber, maybe it's just selling on a shop. You cannot be perfect at everything. You cannot be perfect in your finances. You cannot be perfect in making sure that everything is handled in your finances and everything. So you need to accept the fact that, hey, I'm just a human being who is learning, and I need to accept that I don't know everything in my industry. Maybe I'm good in tailoring. I know how to make good clothes. But you know what? I don't know how to market these clothes. I don't know how to balance my finances. Every end of the month, maybe things are not working out in your finances. You need to come into reality with this realization. Because if you're a business person and you do not come into realization with this fact, then you will end up feeling that you know it all, so you don't need people, or maybe even if you have people, you will always expect them to do the things in the way you want, in the sense that you feel like whatever you know it's better, they cannot be better than you. But you need to accept there are people who can do this job in a better way than you. I'm a salonist. I make hair, but I have come to a realization that, hey, there's some hairstyles I am not. And when I say I'm not good at them at all, I'm not. And that is why I look for people who are good in the industry, and I put them to help me to work. Because if I want my business to grow, I need to be able to be willing to I need to be willing to allow other people to work with other people and give other people a chance. So it is okay, I cannot be perfect at everything, but that is where another person who is good at that thing, they can come in and help me. So you need to come to a realization that I'm not good at marketing. Maybe I need to look for a social media manager. I'm not good in finances. Maybe I need to get myself a good bookkeeper, or better yet, get myself a good way in which I can balance my sheets. And that is why, if you're a business person, you can get yourself a budget tracker, a small business budget tracker on my descriptions on all of my videos. The link is on the descriptions below. That business tracker has been a game changer for me, because it has helped me to be able to analyze my finances. I can be able to know that this month I made this amount of sales, this is my profit, and this has gone to pay all these other bills and cater for all these other things. So it is a done for you Google Sheet business tracker for small business owners. But I also have a monthly business tracker that is for people who want to track their monthly expenses for their homes. You can also get that tracker, that monthly business tracker, on the descriptions. Yeah. So why I'm saying you need to accept is because so many, I don't know if you've ever realized, there are so many small businesses that you used to see where you were growing up as a young child, that those businesses are just still where they were. Like this person was selling charcoal, this person was selling vegetables, but that business has not expanded in any way. That business has not, like this person has not been able to grow this business to the next level because they decided to put themselves in a cocoon, let me say. You put yourself in a cocoon in a small space and decide, okay, this is where I need to be. I am comfortable here. This business is bringing me this amount of money. I can be able to sustain myself. I can be able to pay rent. I can be able to buy food and maybe pay school fees for my kids. But what you do not know is it literally drains you and you remain in the. Sorry, I had to take a call. So like I was saying, as a small business person, you find like these small businesses, they were here where you used to live, you have grown up, you come back, they are still where you are. Like they have not expanded. This person has grown old in that business. That is something I hate with every part of me. Like I cannot stand the fact that I see a business person starting a business and they are stagnating in that same place. They have not grown, they have not expanded, they have not even touched other people's lives. Like this business has just been rotating around them for the longest time. No, that is the worst thing you can ever do as a, like allowing your business, which you started with the aim of growing, just for it to drain you, stagnate you, and put you in a position whereby the only thing you are looking forward to is making money to, I don't know, eat, pay your bills, and you're done. Like that is not, for me, that is not a vision I ever even think about. Like I feel like that is a very small vision, and if you're starting a business with that aim, with that vision of it just sustaining you, then I would rather you even just stay in a job. Because the main purpose of you starting a business is for you to expand, it's for you to grow, it's for you to touch other people's lives. And if the only thing you will do is stagnate and be in the same place, I would rather you love that business and just go and do something else. So do not allow, it's actually a spirit. Do not allow the spirit of hold you down. Do not allow it. As a small business person, as someone who is into business, do not have that mentality of I'm starting this business just because I want it to sustain me, just because I want it to pay rent and buy food. In the beginning, that can be the vision, that can be, because maybe you're in a situation where you actually need money very fast and you started business because you wanted to sustain it. But after it has sustained you, I need you to focus ahead. Like I need you to put your focus ahead and know that there is something bigger than just me eating. There is something bigger than just me eating from this business, than just me making extra money to pay school fees, to pay rent. There is more to this business than just eating and paying school fees and paying rent. Your business should actually help you to move forward to fulfilling the visions that God has placed in your heart. Should be your business should help you to grow the kingdom of God. Your business should help you to move to the next level. Like it should not just be a thing to sustain you, something that should help you reach somewhere far. So when you start that business, I want you to have a bigger vision, a bigger goal, and that's why I need you to give, to actually allow people into your business. These people may come to hurt you. Some will come to teach you lessons you never have learned. Some will come to help you grow. So it's just up to you to look at it in your own different view and know exactly what you want to learn from them. Okay? So if you allow whatever happens, when you bring people into your business, into your life to help you grow in your business, some will betray you, but out of that betrayal, you will have learned something. Some will be the best friends that you never would have made. Some will literally come and drag you down. But every time you go through this process, I want you to always learn. I want you to always have, I want you to allow it, let it stick in you, in the sense that there is something I need to learn out of this. Whatever person comes into my life in my business, because here we're talking about the business aspect, whoever comes into my business, even if they will leave and they will leave by maybe hurting me, or either by doing something wrong to me, what would I have learned from that process? Is it maybe to be more cautious with people? Is it not to trust people so easily? Or is it a way that God is trying to teach you that, hey, there are some people that will come into your life, they will drag you, but that is how life goes. Because not everybody will be not everybody will be of good vibes. Others will hurt you so bad. Others will help you grow. Not everybody that you employ will actually steal from you. Not everybody that you work with in your business will be stealing from you. Others will be praying for you. Others will be praying for you that you may strive, that you may grow. I remember I was employed and my boss was selling jewelry. And I used to pray for her, because I used to pray in the sense that if God, like when we would have a market, an open air market, I would tell God, please help her to make more sales. Because I know the effort she has put into that, from waking up to the money she has put in that business. So I used to pray for her, that she may make sense. So you may not know who you are employing, you may not know who you're bringing in, but just go back to the one that can help you, and that is God. Let him be the one to vet people for you. Let him be the one to. And even if there's some people who will come into your life after you have prayed, and some people come into your life and they still hurt you. The Bible says everything works together for those who are called according to his purpose. So even if they come to hurt you, it was meant to be. You know why? Because God wanted you to learn from that. God wanted your heart to learn from that. He wanted you to go through that hardship so that he could work in you something that he could never have worked in you if that did not happen to you. Like, I have had to go through a tough time, and through that process, God just reminded me of where he brought me even before I had this. He reminded me of the battles he fought for me during that month before I got the money to start this business. because I was just going through my phone in that emotional process, and God just reminded me, like, a time like this, through the photos I had taken, you are going through this situation, and I helped you come out of it. And something about that situation was, it was even worse than betrayal, if you ask me, because it was a health situation. I was sick. And if God had to fight for me in that situation, and He actually made sure that I got out of that strong. He also reminded me during that time, before I started this business, I went through is it 21 days of prayer, midnight prayer, just for this business. It may not be the way you want it to be, but remember where you started. Remember who started with you. So you may get people who will hurt you. You will get people who will break you. You will get people who will teach you. You will also get people who will pray for you. Not everybody wants to bring you down. There are some people who are praying for you because they know that if you thrive in that place, they will also thrive. If something good happens to you, that it will reflect on them. So, yes, you may work with people who you will not trust with all your heart. But at least you can trust on one person who will not fail you. That one person who knows the desires of the all these things are. Go for him. Just go for him. He's the only one who with no he's the only one who knows what is good for you. I didn't see this video turning here, but this is just where my spirit is leading me. Because most of the time we go through hardships in our lives, in our businesses, and you forget most of the time you go through hardships and you forget where God took you from. You forget where God helped you to come from. And so many people do not, we tend to exalt our problems because our mind is just wired in the sense that we will concentrate so much on the negativity. We will concentrate so much on the negativity and forget the good. So you find yourself maybe during the day you have had such a wonderful day, but when someone just gives you a bad negative review or they just talk to you in a bad way, that bad thing is the one that will stick in your head and you forget the 100 good things that happened to you. That is how our mind is wired. But when you allow the joy of the Lord to fill your heart, regardless of how things may be, regardless of where you are in life, when you allow His peace to fill your heart, when you allow His peace to fill your mind, even though you may be walking through hardships, you will see the good side of life. Because is it in Psalms chapter 23? And it says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in greener pastures. And then it goes on, and it says, though I may walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I will fear no evil. It literally means you will go through hardships in life. People will fail you in your business. Your family members may fail you. You may start a business, your friends were there telling you how they will come, and none of them ever comes to buy from you. None of them, they don't even like the videos you create. That's how bad. But when you know who you walk with, when you know who you stand with, when you know who you serve, you will not lose your track. You will not lose your way. There's a verse in the Bible, it says, those who know their God, and then there's sorry, like I'm saying, there's a verse that says, those who know their God, I don't know the last words, but it says, those who know their God shall be strengthened, or shall renew their strength, something like that. Those who know their God shall renew their strength. To know who God is in your life, then you'll be able to have strength to move on in the situation that you're in. If God has been Jehovah Rapha, He has healed you in situations where, in sicknesses that you didn't see yourself coming out of, then it doesn't matter when sickness comes. You will always know that He is Jehovah Rapha. God has been Jehovah Jireh. He has in situations like today, I don't know where things are going to come. Many things. Even just last month, I didn't know how things were going to be. I didn't know. God has been Jehovah Rapha. Because He has helped me in so many ways. There are times when I didn't see how I was going to come out of that situation. And I have come out. And even right now, I am in a tough situation. But I'm like, God, if you did it, you can do it today, and you can do it bigger. So those who know their God, they shall renew their strength. That is to just tell you, when you know who God is in your life, when God has healed you from sickness that were bringing you down, when God has fought for you battles that you will never have won, then you will stand strongly and know who He is. So even in your business, when you feel like your business is not, when you feel like your business is in the way it should have brought in this month, but you remember that, hey, this is the same God that's provided for me. This is the same God that has been providing for me. From last month, He brought me clients. He's the same one who will bring in, as long as you are being diligent. Because there's also one thing about God. He says that you need to be diligent. A diligent hand. So if you are not diligent in your business, if you are always that person who, and I am guilty for this also, so I'm not saying up to anybody. I've been guilty for it for so many times. Like, I have a business, but I'm expecting Like they should be the one who needs to open the shop, they need the one to be closing, all these things. Like, yes, you started business, but now you feel like you need to let it go for someone else. And it is not yet in that stage where you can do that. And I've had to come in terms with, and I've had to work it. So you need to look at, yes, in terms, in as much as I know my God, in as much as I'm strengthened, where is it that I'm failing? Maybe I'm failing excellence. I'm not providing good service in this sector. Maybe I need to also can help me to deliver in that side. Or maybe the products I'm selling, they are not just good. I need to work on getting good products. So you also need to work on diligence, you also need to work on excellence, you also need to work on your work. Because I'm just lazy. Some people are just lazy. In the honest the sentence, you are lazy to even learn. Some people are just lazy. People are lazy to learn. People are lazy to grow in their business. People are lazy in their spiritual affairs, because everything in this world is spiritual. So if you do not have the spiritual aspect for your business, then your business will fail. Because the Bible says, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of hands, and poverty will strike. So laziness is not allowed in God. So you cannot be saying you want your business to grow and you're lazy. Not lazy just opening the business. Maybe you're lazy in even learning. You have capital, you feel like that is enough. You don't want to learn in the marketing side of your business. What are some of the things you need to learn about marketing? Maybe you have not even taken time to learn about finances. How can I be able to grow my finances? How can I be able to invest this money to the next level? How am I able to help to make my money grow and pay me more so that I cannot have to be working for the rest of my life? So you need to stop laziness in the financial sector. You need to stop laziness in the spiritual sector. You need to pray. The word of God says, we do not fight. We do not fight flesh. Is it we do not fight flesh? The word of God says, we don't wrestle among flesh, but among spiritual beings. So everything in this world is spiritual. Even that business, that shop, where you have opened that shop. Even where I am right now, there was someone here before me. I don't know what spirits they invoked. I don't know what things they did here. But I need to pray for that, for this business. I need to call upon God so that He can reign in this business. So that in case there is something else that is not of God, it has no power being here. You also need to, there can be, in your family, maybe you're the first one starting business. You have never seen someone go through, or maybe you have seen people in your business running, in your family running businesses, but they have failed. In my family, I have seen people, my parents, my mom, my dad, they started businesses. It was not sustaining. In fact, it even drained them. So if I cannot pray and call upon God's favor and mercy to fight for me, then I'll be lying to myself, just standing out here and just saying that I need to sell. I was listening to Apostle Joshua Selman, and he was saying that it is not enough that you just have money to open a shop or start a business. You need to call upon God. You need to call upon the favor, the grace of God to reign in your business. You can have the biggest shop. You can have money. Open the best place you want to open. Furnish it in every kind of way. But if God does not put His favor on you, the favor of God is not on you. Favor of men who can come and support your business, who can come and buy from you, then that money will just be for you to look at it. Okay? So you need to stop laziness if you have allowed laziness to take part in any kind of way. You need to let go of it. You need to be very open to learning. Be very open to learning. Take online courses if you have to. Learn in YouTube. Attend events where small business people join in. Like for me, one of the things that I have decided, and I'm just still working on the finances in terms of growing, is I want to be able to that can help young people to learn from entrepreneurs, from business people who have been in business, who have started, who have gone through some hardships in these businesses. Like, I want to learn from them as I teach other people. That is something that I want to do, so that I can be able to learn from them and also teach other people. So be very open to learning as a small business person. Attend as many forums as you can, interact with people, learn from people. Just don't what is this? What? Don't put yourself in a corner and be like, whatever I know is enough. No. You need to learn, you need to grow, and if you want to be able to grow and reach somewhere, then you need to be open to learning. You need to be open to learning from other people. Another thing is your finances. If you're a small business owner, you cannot allow your finances just to drift. Don't allow your finances just to drift. You will be risking when you do not have financial education as a business person. You need to have the smallest financial education. You need to be able to know things to do with personal finance, business finance. How do I manage my money? Where do I save my money to grow? How do I invest this money? Where are some of the good places I can be able to start investing my money in? The simple educations that you learn, you don't have to pay for them. Others you can learn on YouTube channels. Like my YouTube channel, I like to talk about emergency funds. I like to teach people about emergency fund because I am in the journey of building my emergency fund. I teach people about business emergency funds. I like to teach people about pension funds because so many people, they literally assume the topic of retirement, but you have the strength to make money right now in your business. Why don't you set some money aside for your retirement fund? That is something that so many people don't like to be told, but that is the truth. One day you will grow old, you will not have the energy to be able to run the things you're running right now. Okay? So be very open to learning about things to do with your finances. Take time in understanding some of the money market funds that can money to grow, some of the circles you can join in, some of the investments you can buy. So understand your finances. Things like having a budget tracker really, and it will kickstart your journey to your finances. It will kickstart your journey to being able to know where your money is headed to and how much you use on a monthly basis or things like that. So as a business person, understanding and having a budget tracker to help you to be able to track your budget, track your money and how you are using it, it's really a good beginning step for you. So like I said, on Saturdays I like to talk about businesses, topics to do with business. And yeah, today has been another one. It has been a blast. And yeah, I've really talked a lot. And it's coming from an emotional side of me, because this is something that, these are some of the things that I didn't know when I started business. I had to learn the hard way, but also these are some of things that I would really love to teach other people, because I know they are going to be a great pillar in their growth. It's going to be a great pillar in just helping them reach where they need to reach. Yeah. So really take time in understanding your finances. Please take time in understanding your finances. Take time in understanding your business, and take time in just going back to the Creator, going back to God, and speak to Him and tell Him the issues you're going through. Because you may tell human beings, they may just console you, but they do not have the power to change whatever you're going through. Let me tell you, the simplest thing, the smallest things, I just go back and I'm like, God, I'm going through this. I don't know how I'm going to survive it. But you know what? I know that. So go back to Him. Just go back to Him. When things are good, go back to Him. When things are bad, go back to Him. That is why He created you, and that's why He calls you His child. Okay? So trust in your business, trust in God, be willing to learn. So if you have been here for the longest time, you know that I like to create content about making money, finances, and today has been a one-on-one talk with small business owners, just to get to understand some of the things that you may not have been told when you are starting a business, and maybe would have helped. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everybody who has commented, who has liked. Thank you for everybody who is my digital products in advance. I hope that they will help you. I hope you can be able to start tracking your finances, and I hope you can be able to start your journey to growing your finances. And all the best in your businesses, and see you on the next slide. You